It was newly informed how the meditation technique Ep Tranquility had published a brand new tale by the Brothers Grimm. Yet, The Duchess and the Fox was spelled not by the brothers, who dead above 150 year back, but by humans with an synthetic intellect, artificial intelligence, instrument. Botanic employees utilized a forecast text program to produce speech and phrases how might be found in the unique Grimm fairy tales. Humane writers later pieced along sentences to shape this coarse form of a history. On to Jamie Cook, head execution of Botanic. The complete release is accessible to profitable customers of Tranquility, but there's a brief remove. One day on a period, down there was a gold equine in a gold seat and a nice crimson blossom in its wool. The equine would conduct the blossom to the countryside wherever the Duchess danced for joy at the mind of looking so nice and nice. He's splendid, she told to her dad, the Tsar of loaf and cottage cheese. Will you offer it thing to eat and sip if I eventually wed the Duke? It doesn't yet make the magnificent fiction, but Botnic's forecast keypad is accessible for users to experimental in on the internet. In supplement to offering phrases relying on the classical fairy tales, it can as well imitate the styling of the Communistic Manifest, BuzzFeed quizzes and Blinn recipes. So will synthetic intellect go on to produce new plant of our favorite corpse authors? The Duchess and the Fox may be the at first artificial intelligence-powered tale, but the method how manufactured it, with computers to produce substance and later with humans to modify how substance, is quite common. Mario Klingemann, painter in residence at Google Arts and Civilization, says how though the Marxian keypad is not very a innovation, the kind of artistic increment technique has been utilized by artists and authors though up the occurrence of computers, he says. He points to William S. Burroughs, who popularized which's called to as the cut-off-up technique of written in the 1950s and 1960s, take a chunk of lyrics, cut it in trimming and rearranging it to shape a new structure. It combines the permutational force of the car in yet permanent humane history weaving and design recognition skills, Klingemann says. At the identical period, it forces our brains to believe external the beaten paths how we tend to drop behind for more than rather than 450 company-authored stories were manufactured at the end of the draft. The Duchess and the Fox is the other virus AI history of Botanic. Recent winter, it published a car-generated head of Harry Potter fan fictitious named Harry Potter and the picture of which looked like a big heap of ashes. Layuba Elliott, a supervisor specializing in synthetic intellect, says how with a car can assist offer writers a various prospect on a history, but how humans are yet deep implicated in the create of these artificial intelligence-generated stories. Thou can't fair tell, thee is a 200-year-old loose story of the Brothers Grimm and we fair found he, she says. Who creates an artificial intelligence-generated history chooses the data set, the pattern and as well curates the definitive exit. Down there is yet a really powerful participation of writers.